outside that are just insanely bright. I'm not entirely sure whether I appreciate that or not, but they are insanely bright. It is an interesting feature, and it is well done. And this tent, like I said before, it is well made. Um, Luxe Megahorn Teepee 3 to 4 man thing. And now that right there, pay attention. We're about to make a shift in this conversation. That right there is about all the positive things I have to say about this product. Okay, it is well made. It got neat tent pegs, and it's got reflectors on the outside. As far as the quality of this product, I got nothing really bad to say about it. I can't fault the production of it. It's nicely made. This bag is nice. The stove jack is very good. It was easy to cut the hole into. It's easy to work with. The tent went up easy. Now here's all the problems that I had with the Luxe Megahorn Teepee and Luxe in general. This is a 3 to 4 man teepee. 3 to 4 man teepee. Now it doesn't come with a pole, to stand your teepee up on, which is okay. That's fine. I get it. Minimalist. I'll go cut my own pole. It's all right. In fact, I used not a walking stick. I used my blow gun. Stick it down, prop it up, set the tent. Good to go. Okay. It'd be nice if it came with one, but then I would have to carry it, and so I would probably complain about both things, okay? Actually, I wouldn't complain that it came with one, but I'm not entirely sure I would take it with me, because I might fuss about saving space, and on top of that, if I don't take it with me, I might fuss about having to pay for something I'm not even using, so it's a non-issue, ultimately. I acknowledge my own problems there. My fuss is that it says 3 to 4 man, and that's a hot garbage lie. Alright? So I spent like $250 on this tent. I think a little less, to be fair. And I was not thrilled. Okay, so if this is a 3 to 4 man teepee, now ideally they say if you have a stove that eats up one spot, so it's not a 3 to 4 man, it's a 2 to 3 man. Okay, if it's a 2 to 3 man teepee, that is also a hot lie, because if you could fit 2 guys in this, okay, but with 2 guys and their gear, you're done. 2 guys, their gear, and their stove, you're done. Okay, it's not a 3-man teepee. This is a 2 guys with a stove teepee. I got 2 small kids that I had hoped to maybe take out with me. So myself, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old. 14-year-old's a girl. She's actually smaller than the 12-year-old. So, and I would not do it, because it's too tight. It's too small. Someone's going to get burned, or something's going to catch fire. It's going to be uncomfortable at the very least. So, pay $250 for the 3 to 4 man teepee that will fit 2 people and their stuff, and not even spaciously. Okay, I want a hot tent. This is a hot tent. It comes with a stove jack. It's made for a stove. Don't tell me that it's a 3 to 4 man thing when you can only fit 2 people in it with a stove. Don't say it's a 3 to 4 man tent and that your stove takes up one of those spaces. It has a stove jack. This is made for hot tenting. Like, it's pointless to have without the stove. So change your numbers so that people don't have to accommodate for the stove. Yeah, I read the website. I read it ahead of time. Okay? I also read G Stove's website, and they say that their tents are actually made to, their 3 to 4 man tent is made to accommodate 3 to 4 men with their gear, with a stove, comfortably. Imagine that for marketing. That they say 3 to 4 man tent is actually made to fit comfortably 3 guys with their gear, or 4 guys with their gear but less spaciously. 3 guys spaciously with their gear, 4 guys, a little more confined, but nevertheless, it's put out there. It's taken into account, and the product is made larger and more realistically, and is marketed in like a regular person fashion. Alright? So, my gripe is that it's garbage. The product is great, but you're going to tell me a 3 to 4 man tent, and honestly, it's going to fit 2 people. That seems to me kind of pointless. So while the product is good, I think the company sucks. And I would buy a G stove any day, and I would happily pay a little extra money for a tent that I wouldn't be giving a bad review on. So while the tent gets a good review, in a sense, the company gets a bad review because I can't stand their marketing. I can't stand how they are advertising their stuff. On top of that, I have received 8 tent pegs. I believe 8. The actual number doesn't matter, but what I received was fewer tent pegs than I actually had room for. So I could fit 12 in there, let's say, because I don't actually know right offhand. I could fit 12 in there, but I only have 8. If you want more tent pegs, then we'll sell you some more. Luxe is happy to work with the customer and sell you some more. Sell you some more, 10-cent tent pegs for $8 plus shipping, when you just spent $250 on a tent, and they can't give you all the tent pegs that you need because they would rather squeeze you for a couple extra dollars to give you what you actually need. So I find that to be what I call a point of irritation. Okay, actually, if you can't see it, I'm covered in poison ivy right now, so I am irritated in general, and I find Luxe exacerbates that irritation. That's right. I'm Sean with the big words. It's not even written on my toilet paper. It's just from, school wasn't wasted on me. That's what that's from. So let's look at it again. Pay attention. Luxe. Where is it? Luxe. See it? Luxe sucks. That's my opinion. You see it's got 4 people on there? 4 people? You take a Sharpie and cross 2 of them out because it's nonsense. Alright? I'd spend $250 on a 2-man tent if I know it's a 2-man tent. I would spend $250 on a 4-man tent if it's not going to fit or even come close to 4 people is a lie. 3 people is 3 adults is a lie, honestly. 2 adults is feasible, but even then, it would be uncomfortable. So, Luxe sucks. You should look into a G stove tent. I do not have one. I have not used one. I have not seen one besides the pictures. However, when you read Luxe website and G stove website, you see 2 different philosophies, 2 different approaches to marketing. Okay, this one I have experience with. No bueno. This one has an entirely more upfront approach, a more everyday kind of average Joe. We're not business, but here's the real deal approach. Okay, and I like that one better. So forget Luxe. Buy G stove. This is my opinion. I am certain that someone will complain that the website says this, that, and the other. Okay, leave your remarks down there, and that's where they'll stay, unless I delete them, because I find it to be amusing and satisfying, actually. Uh, yeah, I read the website. I read it before I bought it. I knew pretty much what I was getting into, but I was probably kind of hoping there was more space than what there actually is. Look, it's a 4-man tent. I can't fit me and 2 kids in there. No, forget it. You can keep your product. I'll get it. I'll buy from your competitor. All right. So I'm not going to set it up. It's a well-made product. I do not fault it. It's well made. It's well thought out, except for being completely transparent about the size. They lean more towards marketing, more towards the sales pitch than they do towards transparency on the size. So it's a point of frustration for me, a point of irritation, and so I reject Luxe on principle, and I won't buy their stuff no more, because there's lots of other companies out there who I would rather support, who take a more upfront approach, and that's how I roll. That's how I roll. I'm not judging you. Don't judge me. I just explained to you my philosophy. If you can't understand it, if you can't get behind it, leave your comment down there. I'll delete it later. All right. Stay tuned, because at some point I will do a review on the stove, the G Stove XL, that I used in this tent, and we will talk about that later. All right. Remember, I'm John, True Review. Don't believe everything you hear, unless you hear it from right here. Peace.